Suddenly, it's quiet. You've laid down the law, you've taken away the lollipop or the stuffed animal or whatever it is, you've pried the siblings apart, and you've issued the timeout. Now what?
Today in the lab, we're talking about the aftermath of discipline. Today's episode is brought to you in cooperation with Man of the House.
But you do know what I'm talking about, right? I mean,
yeah.
You've brought the hammer down, you lay down the law, and there may be tears, and people have gone off to their rooms, the doors are closed.
Yeah, and what follows is this moment of, what now? How do we get back to normal? Well, to find out, we've asked several of our favorite experts.
Any type of discipline that you administer is going to be more effective if you have a positive relationship with your child. If you have a negative relationship that's mostly based on negative comments, criticisms, lots of timeouts, or even corporal punishment, then from a child's perspective, discipline is going to be a scary thing. It's going to create anxiety, and it's not going to be very effective.
If your parent gets upset and says, "You're driving me crazy, stop it," which is very human and natural, and then later on, once everybody calms down, the parent at the end of the day says, "You know, that was really hard. I got upset, you got upset. I'm really sorry. I'm really gonna work on that because I don't want to get so frustrated with you." So I think together we need to figure out how we could have done that differently.
After disciplining your child and using a timeout or what have you, at that point it's important to reconnect with your child. Show them that you don't bear any grudges. You're not going to hold it against them, hold it over their head, beat them up with it, and that you're ready to move on.
You want to have an adult relationship with these people, so you're not going to necessarily have that when they're children, but you want to at least show them, hey, I'm just learning just as much as you are. Because really, most people don't know what to do with anger and don't know what to do when they feel really bad. And so it's really hard to teach children how to do that. So I think it's okay for children to know that I'm actually learning with you, and we're gonna learn together so that we can all be healthy.
So, Daddy Brad, what's the policy in your house in the immediate aftermath of a disciplinary moment?
Love them up. Time we're done with the punishment, the timeout, whatever it is, we love them up.
Don't you fear that that's gonna undermine whatever disciplinary lesson that you're trying to teach, that if you get in there and show them affection, it's gonna send a mixed message? I mean, shouldn't you force the kids to sort of earn their way back into your good graces?
Well, they're always in my good graces. They're just having a consequence.
You know, not all of us can be so zen. Some dads sometimes lose their temper a little bit, maybe raise their voice with the children. And I'm not certain that that's entirely bad. I think it's sometimes good for the kids to know when they've made you very angry. Although I'll say personally that if I raise my voice and I later think that wasn't a good idea, I will apologize to the kids for raising my voice.
And I think you can do that. They still know they've misbehaved and that they've been bad. You're just you're apologizing for raising your voice, not for the discipline.
But is all this just way too soft? Are we being too soft on the kids?
No, we're not saying no punishment. We're just saying punish, discipline, and then move on. Don't dwell on it.
Well, I'm sure that there are lots of parents out there that have ideas about how you should handle the aftermath of a disciplinary situation. If so, please leave us a comment on this video, or you can join the conversation at Man of the House or DadLabs.com.
We'd like to thank Man of the House and our experts and you for watching us here at DadLabs. Well, that's all for us here in the lab. We'll see you next time.